Welcome to my video. This is my horror story for you. I hope you like it. The old, decrepit mansion known as Wraithmoor House had cast a long shadow over the eerie town of Grimshire for generations. It sat on a hill, surrounded by ancient oaks, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, as if grasping for something unseen. The house was a testament to a bygone era, its weathered facade holding secrets that the townsfolk dared not speak of. For as long as anyone could remember, Wraithmoor House had been abandoned, and it was whispered that it was cursed, haunted by malevolent spirits. Legend told of the last family to live there, the Thornsby family, who met a tragic end under mysterious circumstances. Some said they practiced dark, forbidden arts, while others believed they had made a pact with the devil. Sarah Marshall, an inquisitive and adventurous young journalist, had recently moved to Grimshire, seeking solace and a fresh start. When she first saw Wraithmoor House, she felt an inexplicable pull, a fascination that refused to be ignored. She had heard the legends, but she couldn't resist the allure of a good story. One crisp autumn morning, Sarah set out to investigate the house. Armed with her camera, notepad, and a heart full of curiosity, she made her way up the hill. As she approached the mansion, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped her. The oaks seemed to watch, their leaves rustling in sinister whispers. Pushing open the creaking front door, Sarah entered Wraithmoor House. Dust motes danced in the dim light that filtered through the cracked windows. The grand foyer was filled with faded portraits of the Thornsby family, their eyes following her every move. The wallpaper peeled in places, revealing glimpses of the murals beneath, twisted, nightmarish scenes of monstrous creatures. Sarah wandered through the house, each room revealing more unsettling secrets. In the library, a cold gust of wind extinguished her lantern, plunging her into darkness. From the shadows, she heard faint laughter and the scraping of nails against wood. Panic clawed at her throat as she fumbled for her matches, relighting the lantern just in time to see an ethereal figure vanish into the walls. As the days passed, Sarah's obsession with the house grew. She researched the Thornsby family and their dark history, uncovering tales of rituals, disappearances, and eerie occurrences. She discovered that generations of Grimshire residents had attempted to cleanse the mansion of its evil, but none had succeeded. One stormy night, as Sarah delved deeper into the house's mysteries, she stumbled upon a hidden chamber deep in the bowels of the house. It was filled with arcane symbols and forbidden books, detailing unspeakable rituals. There, she felt a presence, an otherworldly force that seemed to beckon her closer. With trembling hands, Sarah found an old journal written by the last Thornsby, Isabella. Her words revealed a family tormented by their own darkness, desperate to escape the curse they had brought upon themselves. As Sarah read, she felt an icy hand on her shoulder and turned to see Isabella's spectral form, her eyes filled with sadness. "Help us," Isabella whispered, her voice a mournful echo. "End the curse." With newfound determination, Sarah made it her mission to free the Thornsbys from their torment. She began researching the rituals required to break the curse, gathering the necessary components and seeking guidance from books on the occult. But the deeper Sarah delved into the dark arts, the more the curse of Wraithmoor House began to seep into her own soul. She experienced horrifying nightmares and heard unsettling voices in the dead of night. The house itself seemed to conspire against her, its walls shifting, doors leading to impossible places, and rooms distorting into maddening labyrinths. As Sarah performed the rituals to break the curse, the malevolent spirits of the Thornsbys grew more agitated. They manifested as grotesque, shadowy figures that pursued her through the corridors, whispering promises of eternal torment. Each ritual was a harrowing battle, a test of her resolve and her grip on reality. Finally, after months of relentless effort, Sarah completed the final ritual. The house convulsed, a vortex of darkness swirling around her. The spirits wailed and shrieked, their faces contorted in agony. With a blinding burst of light, the curse was broken, and the spirits of the Thornsbys were released from their torment. In the aftermath, Wraithmoor House began to crumble, its malevolent energy dissipating. The oaks on the hill withered, their skeletal branches crumbling into dust. As Sarah stood outside, watching the house disintegrate, she knew she had paid a terrible price. The curse had left its mark on her soul, and she would forever carry the darkness of Wraithmoor House with her. But as the house fell, something incredible and terrifying happened. Time itself seemed to warp and twist, and Sarah found herself transported to a different era. A time when Wraithmoor House stood in all its grim splendor, not as a ruin, but as a grand and terrifying mansion. She was trapped in a never-ending loop, condemned to relive the horrors of Wraithmoor House's past, present, and future. The spirits of the Thornsbys were not just bound to the house, they were bound to time itself, and Sarah was now a part of their cursed existence. And so, the shadows of Wraithmoor House continued to cast their long, chilling presence over Grimshire, as a new legend was born, and a new curse was set in motion, a time-bending horror that would torment Sarah and the town for all eternity.